Bob Herzog, male model.
There are a couple things happening right now. So, first, good morning, Cincinnati. I'm Bob Herzog.
And I'm Jen Dalton. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us for Arc Cincinnati on Friday.
Okay, let's start with the obvious. I'm not standing the way I would normally stand. But if I stand backwards, I can actually hear through my earpiece.
Which is connected back there.
So I don't know if I like this, gone, literally. Back. Hey, look, Tanner, I heard that.
Well,
Say something else now. Nothing. Do it again. Got it again. Makes zero sense. What if I put, wait a minute, if I put it, what if I just put.
While you're doing that, I'll tell people that we're going to be taking a bite out of Cincinnati ahead
awkward.
at 8:30. We're going to hear from brother and sister duo who were given the title of Best of Taste.
Also, it's Friday, which means we're drawing the news, and Aaliyah has said she will join us. That's going to happen in a little bit. Tanner, say something else.
I feel like
Nope,
it's back
it's
in the 90s when like
back,
beepers were a thing.
Back
and
here,
like,
say it again, Tanner.
Right there.
Say it again.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
So,
I've lost control of them already.
So weird. Okay, let's see what's brewing in the tri-state. It's gone again.
Do you remember that when
literally
beepers were like this big and people would wear them on the front? Like,
had a little.
That's good. All right, well, moving on. I guess it's on to the next one. The Padres take the series after beating the Reds 6-4.
The Cincinnati Reds back at Great American Ballpark for a 3-game series against the Dodgers. Next, first pitch for that one is set for 7:15. Let's do something positive with the Reds, okay? The Hall of Fame is honoring former pitcher Paul Derringer. It's unveiling a commemorative plaque at the historic Crosley Field in Queensgate. That's where the first night game in Major League Baseball history was held back 89 years ago now.
Wow.
President Franklin Delano Roosevelt flipped on the lights as 20,000 fans watched Derringer lead the Reds to victory. By the way, he also pitched during Game 7 during that win of the 1940 World Series. He's a 6-time All-Star with the Reds, too. Today, City Gospel Mission owns that land, but has dedicated a portion to Crosley Field. We'll get our first look at the plaque at 11 o'clock this morning.
Neat.
I'm glad we had something positive
cool
to talk about with the Reds. It's been...
I know, I feel
it's
for
next
them.
level rough right now for those guys. Like they cannot find a win for nothing.
I just feel like they got on a streak there that they just can't get out of.
Yeah. Like no matter what, when the pitching's good, the hitting's bad. When the hitting's good, the pitching's bad. Like
we need to bring in some sage and like sage.
Oh my gosh, could you help them? Would you do that? Would you go burn sage?
I would try. I know some people who could probably do it better.
Okay, so you yourself, perhaps not as skilled a sage burner, if you will.
Whatever we could do to help.
Can I explain the other thing? I realize I only explained the backwards thing.
Okay.
Also, I have a tie on, which I don't usually do during this hour. To make up for the tie being on, I took the jacket off. If you look at me, can you tell why I've left the tie on?
There's got to be some sort of stain underneath the tie.
Nope.
Your microphone's on the tie.
Yep, that's only because I don't have the coat on.
I don't know.
It's a button-down collar. And I don't feel like I've got the time at the end of this hour to both get my tie back on and button my collar down before the 9 o'clock starts.
I thought it was more like a I'm formal, but I'm here to party kind of thing, like
shake and bake.
Yeah.
Shake and
the
bake.
8500 is this weekend. I know that's Talladega, but anyway.
Okay. But anyway, so now I feel like I've explained all of that for any of you who are confused at home.
Thank you. Now we can go on.
I still can't
feel
hear
like
anything.
You can go on? You can't hear.
Nope.
That's all right. I'll tell you if you need to talk.
Okay.
Or if he's talking to you. If you are now I feel like you're going to just bust out into Kevin Bacon land or something and you're going to footloose here.
This is just as comfortable for me as for everybody else.
Well, if you are hitting the roads, expect some serious traffic this weekend. AAA is out with its Memorial Day forecast. Around 38.5 million people will be driving to their Memorial Day destinations. That's just slightly more than last year. Today, you might see heavier traffic during the middle of the day. From doing traffic for years, I can tell you, if you're heading out, AAA recommends either leaving before 11 or holding off until after 7. I'm telling you what, probably around 10 a.m. you're going to start to see backups near the Brent Spence Bridge in both directions.
It'll be.
I didn't even know what you just did.
It'll be pretty nuts out there. I'm not even kidding.
Thank you.
And year in, year out,
Bob.
We know that this is going to be one of the busiest, driving weekends, not just of the summer. Yay, Jen Dalton, the entirety of the year.
Very true, Bob. It's going to be busy. Just here, turn slightly because there we go. Perfect. Don't move.
Okay.
Your glare's coming back.
Oh.
Right on the mouth there. You got the glare, it's all over. All right, moving on.
That's where the magic happens, Jen.
That's true.
Is
And
it
if
mine?
you're
No, it's still
flying
yours.
this
Okay, good.
weekend, CVG wants to make sure to get you to the gate without any problems. They tweeted out this checklist yesterday. They recommended arriving, of course, it's kind of the average, 2 hours before your domestic flight, but really on a holiday weekend, make sure you're there for the 2 hours before. Check in early with your airline and plan your parking in advance. I think they recommend 3 hours if you're going international. What say you, Mask Bob?
I am weird about the airport in that I'm usually a person that likes to get to places like right on time. You know what I mean? But with the airport, I start to get real nervous if I don't get there early.
You need to turn your hand the other way, because other way there.
Do you know what I mean? It's just, there's
I do.
something about the air. It's like we were talking about yesterday. I would rather drive
That just looks wrong.
6-7 hours than get to the airport like 2 hours early and then wait around, finally get through security, and then fly to the location, maybe another 2-hour flight, whatever it is, get out of there, rent a car. The next thing you know, the 6 hours you would have spent
Okay.
driving there, you've already spent.
Okay, thank you for that rant. You're supposed to read this next part, though, so can you turn around and use your real face?
You know, it's a sign that summer's getting closer when the fountain at the museum center starts flowing. 44,000 gallons of water just came shooting right out them spouts and down the steps of the historic fountain.
Look at Cody.
In honor of the yearly event, the Museum Center hosted programming around the fountain to help kids count down, turning the old spigot on. Also enjoying the event, our buddy, Sea Dog Salty Jack, otherwise known as Cody Hefner, the VP of Marketing for the Museum
Oh,
Center.
Cody, that did look like it hurt. Did you see him going down those steps? I don't know if that was a great idea.
He's a bold adventurer, that
Oh,
Cody
Cody.
Hefner.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to tease this. We haven't talked about teasing it, but I just feel like it's one of those things that we should talk about. So, Cody reached out, knowing that he was going to be in the fountain, and he was like, maybe you guys would like to be in the fountain sometime. And I reached back out to him, and I was like, hey, what if we came out and hosted the entire show from in the fountain?
So one day we may be floating around doing a live show from the fountain.
That would be so fun.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, a popular after-school program is moving and it's expanding.
Where's it going?
We love Elements. Elements teaches kids hip-hop, poetry, dance, and DJing. We've done many stories about Elements. Now, according to the Cincinnati Business Courier, the nonprofit is moving into a space on Central Parkway between Clifton and Camp Washington. And that big move is happening sometime in the next few months. The hip-hop school is also considering another expansion into Northern Kentucky. Elements says their programs help students of color explore careers in the arts. They do plan on having more programs this summer. We have a link with more information at local12.com. Just look for the Get It.
Outstanding.
They do great work.
Love programs like
their
that, just in
programs
general.
and they get involved with all kinds of arts programs around the tri-state and do all kinds of great stuff.
Yeah,
So
really
I'm
good
glad
stuff.
they're expanding.
Absolutely. And more opportunities, especially during the summer months. Gotta love more stuff going on in the summer.
But
You know what I mean?
put it this way.
Oh.
More like,
Wow.
okay, it just looks weird. I don't know. I give up. I give up.
Sure, you could stop watching now, but let's be honest, you want to see more. So click some of those links, or better yet, go ahead and tap subscribe. That way you'll catch more content from Local 12.